What's up, everybody? It's time for something new. No, it's not. What dude in the truck is going to try to blind us today? It's actually who's worst. Idea inspired by the fact that I said who has the worst forehand jokingly in the last set of videos, and the outpouring of people that all claimed it was them afterwards. So, because of that, who's worst on the 2-off-1 tour? I'll go through and rank people, not in any order, and figure out who has the worst in that category of all the members of Team 2-off-1. Naturally, we're going to start with who has the worst forehand. So, let's get to it. Again, in no particular order, let's start with John. Man, I remember the first time I saw John throw a forehand. It was just very clear that dude's backhand dominant. I don't mean that in a bad way. Just, if you don't throw forehands, you don't throw forehands. So, when he threw the forehand, it looked like he don't throw forehands. But since then, he's, I'm guessing, worked on it a lot. Either way, since then, and the more recent times that I played with him, much improved forehand. Like, it's now a serviceable forehand. He steps up to throw it, I just suspect it be pretty good. So, because of that, I give John the grade of a GI. No, not because he used to play Army man or whatever back in his younger days in the military, but because he's greatly improved. GI, John, your forehand is greatly improved. GI, John. Next up, I'm gonna go Zach. Zach, I guess if I was going off like the last time we played, I'd have to give him an R for rusty. But actually being rusty. He hadn't played in forever. So we're gonna rewind it back. Dude had a very serviceable forehand, to say the least. Like, he got good power behind it. Flex lines, that's what I mostly think about Zach. But at the same time, he doesn't throw a lot of forehands just in general, because he's got a good thumber. Like, really good thumber. So, that's a tricky one to judge. That's a tricky one to make a decision on, just because his forehand is almost like a 3/4 sidearm thumber a lot of times. But when he does throw it, in my memories of it, it works. And for that, I'm gonna go ahead and drop him a W. That's his letter grade for works. Next up, I'm gonna go with Dut. Dut's forehand is, man, he's got a good forehand. Like, it's good range. He can really wing it out there. Like, his distance halo strike, I mean, dude's got like, I guess 350 whenever he wants it. And I know he says all he's got is straight to fade, and he says he has no touch, but he forehands a rhino, little anti-line gliders, can forehand dude throws a forehand sidewinder sometimes. Throws a forehand verdict back when he didn't throw all Innova before he was sponsored. But to hear him say it, his forehand sucks. So I'm gonna give him an S. That don't stand for sucks. It don't stand for satisfactory. That stands for stupid. Because that dude's stupid. Because he thinks he's got one of the worst forehands out there. And like I said, he's got all the lines. He's got all the shots. He doesn't have the flip-up forehand, so I guess he don't have all the shots. But he's got most of them. He's got enough plethora. Yeah. He thinks it's not good. So dude gets an S, he's stupid, and his forehand stupid good. So suck it. He gets all the S's. All right, that wraps up the first part in our skills ratings for Team 2 Off 1. I don't know how many people we got through, but be right back here, Panorama Media, and see where your name falls, or someone else's if yours has already been posted, and find out who has the worst forehand in all of Team 2 Off 1 disc golf. Yay. On disc.
Oh, I wanted